base. Going to pick off quite a few probes, plot down some mines, but with those Dragoons moving in, he's not going to be able to accomplish too much more. Observers in play to really pick off those mines. Not going to be any funky tricks. Canata still not being allowed. I think, yeah, pretty much the inside 9 o'clock is only mining base. He has some gas mining here and there. I think the 1130 is almost dead. Has like a little bit and 2 mineral patches left or something alongside, but really needs another full gas, and that's what he's not being allowed. That's what he's being denied, and in denying that, BeSt has taken the advantage in this game, having more gases for longer. And well, actually, no, that only right there. But just not allowing Canata that third gas when he really needed it. And BeSt, actually, I'm not quite sure whether he had the fourth gas for a while. Oh, crike, hey! Remember, he escapes me with a 3 o'clock with a gas or not. I'm pretty sure it's not. But BeSt, just by denying Canata, of course, that fourth gas this whole time, he did allow him to take the inside 9 o'clock, mind you, not without a fight. It did harass it quite heavily at some point in the game, but just holding Canata back this entire time. He's slowly been building up and taking those battles. So important. Pushing it at the right time. Now actually going to put up a Nexus at this upper right-hand position. Vultures, of course, not going to be able to prevent that. Are going to pick off the probe that put up Nexus. You dare put a Nexus at the upper right. Kill you. But just BeSt is dominating here. I think despite preventing those bases, all of that is very important. But economically, they've been fighting sort of evenly at most parts. But BeSt really has won the battles. He's really reduced the counter force. He's won the battles where Canata has set himself into a large defensive position. He's come in, he's cheered it to pieces. His Arbiters have done the job. He's lost a lot of them alongside, but his Arbiters have done the job they need to do. Now he's going to take his fourth gas base, and I think with that, it's going to give him BeSt enough time to really get back not get back into this game. He's already ahead. He's already in the game. But is going to give him really the little bit of oomph that he needs. Canata is picking off quite a few of those probes. Picked off most of them, in fact, so it's going to take a while for BeSt to saturate this thing, but still he's going to be able to take that base, hold it steadily, and from there move on to the 1230, which has been denied so long to Canata. Not really sure if Canata, he might have a chance to get back in this game, but I really feel as BeSt that he hasn't done, except for earlier on in the mid-game. Only then did he do some significant base run. When he took down the inside 6 o'clock, and the lower left hand, that was the significant amount of damage that he did to BeSt that should have given him the game. But he allowed BeSt the time to get back into this. He's still running around trying to do some damage to Vultures because that's really all he can afford at this point in large amounts. But all the probes he's killing in the end is not really going to bring him back into this game, unfortunately. BeSt, is trying to saturate the upper right hand as well. He does have forces close by in case he needs to defend it, and Canata has really run back to defenses at his natural. Gonna try to put a commander at the lower left hand base, but there is an observer spotting that out, and Dragoons moving out already to take that. I'm not quite sure whether he has really enough, whether he really has enough to defend. He's probably going to have mines. He did have some mines there, has some vultures milling around. Spotting the attack coming, going to try to delay as long as possible. I'm not really sure where he's going to move any force towards the location. I think he's going to move some of those force towards the location, but there is going to be Arbiter support for BeSt if he needs it. That's actually a control group of Dragoons alongside Observer to support some Vultures moving in with Canata, trying to again possibly pick at the upper right hand, at least planting bases so that there's not going to be very quick a transition to taking that out. But yeah, these Dragoons now for BeSt are going to come to the lower left hand, going to pick off the SV, going to force a cancel on this Commander, and I feel at this point Canata is not too far away, forcing the cancel. I think Canata coming in far too late to defend that base is not too far away from a GG at this point. He needs another mining base. He needs that gas. That's why he needs this corner expansion. The 1230 is not going to be too helpful for him, being a mineral only. And honestly, he needs that gas. He's not had that gas for so long, and just, oh god, not really much else I can say that hasn't been said, really. He had a chance, he blew it, and that's really all you can say. I'm not gonna like stop talking, call it GG. Well, I'm already calling GG, but I'm not like gonna stop talking just because, like, oh guys, you know what? Just screw it. I have said everything I need to say. Just leave this. Oh dear Jesus, he's gonna go for a covert ops and a nuclear silo. So Canata, he knows he's lost this. He's at the very least he's gonna finish this in style. He's gonna go away. Mr. Boxer-esque style. You know, does have a nuclear silo up. He's gonna at least try to get one nuke up. I don't think this is in any shape, way, or form a ploy to try to actually get back into this game. But he wants to at the very least finish it in style, go for a nuke, try to do some sort of damage. Because doing damage with nuke, particularly against static locations, is hard enough. Because, well, for one thing, there are these things called observers that Protoss have that spot pretty much anything running around. And, every time you hear a nuclear launch detected, then you get pretty suspicious of where the nuke's coming from. It's a static location like your base. You're going to clear out them probes in time, Mind you, that didn't happen in the first game. BeSt did lose all of his probes at one base, but at that point it didn't matter. But I really don't think... And against moving forces, they're, of course, real easy just to kind of... You hear nuclear launch detected, and you spot, oh, okay, here where all my forces are standing. Don't stand there anymore. Okay, thank you. Nuke comes down, no damage done. Ghost Ringer, I don't even think it has cloak yet. Honestly, I'm not even sure if it has cloak yet. He's just, finally cloaks up. He's gonna actually try to launch a nuke in the middle of a bunch of forces at this upper right-hand base. You say what you want. This is baller. Nuclear launch detected, going in right there. Say what you want. This is baller. This is just baller. Even while he's doing this, some vultures running around doing some sort of damage. All of these forces running out of the way, just trying to spot. Where the hell is he? Where's the science vessel coming alongside? Nuke's going to come down. Oh, getting in the EMP on the Nexus. Oh, EMPing the Nexus, and the nuke lands right on top of it seconds afterwards. Oh. Talk about baller. I really don't think this is going to get him back in the game because his last mining patch has 36 minerals at this point. I'm not really surprised he hasn't started distance mining at this point, but at the very least he's going out with a very baller moment. Oh, God. BeSt is just going to retake that Nexus. Never mind. He's been, with the help of that Nexus, he's been able to rebuild a large enough army. I'm wondering whether Canata is actually going to go for a final push or something. He's taking that base out. He has some tanks. He has some vultures. He might as well, has those SCVs, might as well go for a final push. Try to end it with a fight rather than just GG with all of those army forces. Why not? Vultures coming around, picking off even more probes. Canata not going out without a fight, not without a last hurrah, and that was a big old hurrah. Having the oh God, that was seriously, I wish they'd show me a replay of that. God, just right now, just show that moment again when the science vessel came in, put on the EMP just before the nuke landed, and bam! All the probes had been milled out by that point. BeSt already knew what was coming, but he couldn't stop it. Didn't kill the science vessel enough, so it was awesome. But he didn't really lose much in the way of forces. Did, I think, lose a little bit. And I'm just wondering, Canata apparently thinking of setting up towards the inside 6 o'clock at the moment. BeSt still waiting on the 1 o'clock Nexus. I need another sip of water. This is going to be the final engagement here. All the Zealots and Dragoons with the help of Arbiters, which get EMP'd, are going to run towards this lower left-hand position. Stasis go off, though. That's going to be it. Some tanks are going to manage some shots off, but with no detection in place, they're going to all die. Even SCVs are engaging in battle. Scans going off, but you saw how many more forces BeSt had running towards the upper right hand. Finally, GG from Canata, and BeSt is going to 2-0 his teammate to win this, despite some insane baller moments from Canata. Nothing that can be called nothing but baller moments. BeSt is going to 2-0 in games of the round of 16. Man, that game was nothing short of exhausting. So, GG guys, wrenching out. Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed. I need a rest.